Thanks, Brian. Travis Berardi back here with our second edition of the area basketball stat leaders, the top 5 girls and boys points, rebounds, and assist leaders in North Central Ohio basketball. And without further ado, let's get right into it. And as always, ladies first. Our points leaders on the girls' side. Did you have any doubt who number 1 would be? Yes, once again, it is Corey Vermillion of the Loudonville Lady Redbirds. 26.8 points per game for the juggernaut. That is Loudonville girls basketball. But right behind her, out of the Firelands Conference, Kendall Beverly of South Central, 22.1 points. The lone 2 players in all of the area that have averaged over 20 points per game. But right behind them, the leading scorer in the KMAC, Kayla Larimore, 19.1 points. She's closely followed by her rival at Fredericktown, Callie Carpenter, with 18.6. And rounding out the top 5, Anaya Mitchell, the junior guard out of Marion Harding. She is averaging 16.6 points per game to lead the Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference. Moving on now to our rebounding leaders, in South Central's Grace Lamoureux holds a .3 advantage over Corey Vermillion of Loudonville, 11.9 to 11.6. Also tied with Maya Miller out of Mohawk. She has 11.6. Ava Brown with Lexington, the sensational sophomore forward, 11.3 rebounds. And then Brooke Frombaugh from the Winford Lady Royals rounds it out at 10.9. You nearly need 11 rebounds just to get into the top 5. Phenomenal for all 5 of these ladies in North Central Ohio. Finally, we move on to the assist leaders. And again, Vermillion just squeaked out for the number 1 spot by Grace Walton of Upper Sandusky, 4.8 assists, Vermillion 4.5. But just like 2 weeks ago, she is right in the running for the Triple Crown. Nevaeh Metzger of Buckeye Central at 4 assists even, and .1 behind, a tie for 4th and 5th. Meredith Engler and Abigail Hardwick, 3.9 assists each. So there you have it. Really good numbers on the girls' side. It's because we have some really good players in girls basketball in North Central Ohio, but we also have some really good boys basketball players, as you will see here in our stat leaders. First, points for the boys, and Mad Max Dawson, 25.6 points per game. The phenomenal senior going to Ashland University, just lighting things up as Willard is sitting towards the top of their district in the RPI ratings. Also in those ratings, the Shelby Whippets and Alex Bruscott are the number 1 team currently in the RPI ratings. He's leading the squad with 24 points per game. At number 3, Justice Thompson of the Crestview Cougars, and Coach Kurtz, who just got win number 400 last night. Congratulations to Coach Kurtz. One of the reasons why he got win number 400 and why they're still undefeated is Justice Thompson, 23.2 points per game. Just ahead of Carson Smith and River Valley. You'll see his Around the Arena coming up here in the next couple of weeks on the OH Report and the Joe Show, 22.8 points. And then Braylon Jarvis of Hillsdale. They have a balanced squad. You'll see multiple players in the stat leaders this week. Jarvis at number 5 with 21.5 points. Now on to the rebounding leaders for the boys. Sam McMillan of Winford, 11.9 rebounds per game. Just ahead of St. Paul's Nolan McCall, who's at 10.7. 0.2 ahead of Brady Critchbaum of Hillsdale. He's at 10.5. He just went 20 and 23 in a game he saw live and free last night against Mapleton. 20 points, 23 rebounds. That is just crazy numbers from him. Payne DeGray of Colonel Crawford at 9.9 rebounds, just ahead of Alex Bruscotter, who is also trying to get a triple crown here on the stat leaders. He is at 9.6. Finally now to our assist leaders, Logan Thrapp and Jack Fickus. Thrapp from Marion Harding and Fickus, like I said, 3 different players from Hillsdale. They have such a balanced team that 3 different players are in my top 5. Fickus, 7.4 alongside Harding's Thrapp. Amar the Star Davis at number 3 at 5.8 assists, just ahead of Alex Bruscotter, once again in all 3 categories this week for the second consecutive week in a row. 5.5 assists. And then Luke Mason from a surprising Seneca East squad who want to turn some heads and make their way as they continue up the Northern 10 standings. He is at 4.9 assists. So there you have it. The area stat leaders, the rebounding, points, and assist numbers for the boys and girls top 5 in North Central Ohio. I'll be back with another update in 2 weeks, but next week, back to the Country Roads rankings. And right now, back to the Joe Show.